Video from the tent there in St. Joseph, looking towards the route that will take you back into the parish of St. John via Martins Bay, Glen Burnie, Foster Hall, St. Margaret's Village, and Bath Beach, all in the parish of St. John. Looking northwards now towards St. Andrew, we will come across the Sleeping Giant and Chalky Mount. And you can see Picotan Reef to the far north, which is the north of the island, in the parish of St. No walking back, no. Have to be careful when walking on top of here. But this is where the train used to travel. The train that used to travel from Bridgetown to Belle Plaine in St. Andrew between 1883 and 1937. And Tent Bay is a fishing village as well. East coast of Barbados in the parish of St. Joseph. Excuse me, please. Excuse me, right? Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. This is where the train used to travel. This is the route the train used to travel back in its day. It would travel through here, through Bathsheba, and would end up in Belle Plaine in St. Andrew. Again, St. Joseph is the smallest parish in Barbados. All the train tracks have been removed, but the train line is still here. This is very historical for generations to come to know where the train used to travel back in this day. You can see the Fleet View Apartments here. This orange building. This orange building is the Fleet View Apartments. This is the guest house. Come to the Atlantis Hotel, the historic Atlantis Hotel, and the fish market as well. This is the road that takes you down into Tent Bay. That's the looking back at Tent Bay and the Fleet View Apartments. We're going to take you down to Tent Bay. This is all Tent Bay Village. The historic Atlantis Hotel, sorry, at Tent Bay, St. Joseph. Come back to the Fleet View Apartments. The east coast of Barbados is very rugged and also scenic. Some folks say that it is not fit for swimming because of its strong currents and high tide, but people still do swimming here and surfing. Especially surfing, lots of ability to surf on this course because of this tides are fit for surfing, but they say it's not fit for swimming. The historic Atlantis Hotel, and this is all the train line where the train used to travel back in its day between 1883 and 1937. Just to mention, last year there was a tragic accident that took the life of a young man by the name of Ayden, who was only 16 years of age. He loved spearfishing and he lost his life while spearfishing. He was from this area. He and his whole family are from this area. And he lost his life sadly. So there are lots of things in honor of him, in memory of him in this area. Sign says the Ministry of Maritime Affairs and the Blue Economy at Tent Bear Fish Market. Came back at the Atlantis Hotel and the Fleet View Apartments. So Tent Bay is in the parish of St. Joseph, which is to the eastern end of the island on the east coast. Here are some boats here. Tent Bay Fish Market. You can see the Fleet View Apartments, the Atlantis Hotel, and this green building is probably their guest house or something. We can see more rock formation in the sea. Looking back towards the parish of St. John, where we can come across Martins Bay and Glen Burnie and Foster Hall, and so on. Here are some boats here. Some more boats. And this is all the train line. Here's something dedicated to him on the stone here in Amali's name. Amali Mears from Tent Bay. He was a student of the Ayden Secondary School, which is in St. Andrew, which is not too far away from here. He was only 16 years of age. He loves spearfishing. Or the train line where the train used to travel back in its day. There's still a train running in Barbados at St. Nicholas Abbey, which is on the border of St. Andrew and St. Peter. St. Nicholas Abbey was a sugar plantation years ago, but it's now open for tourists, where people can go and watch cane grinding, and there's also a train running there. And it takes you all around St. Andrew. through Cherry Tree Hill in that area, which is in St. Andrew. So the train used to basically run from Bridgetown to Belle Plaine in St. Andrew back in the day. I have photos on my Facebook page with the train, the actual train, and the train tracks running along this area. Some more rock formations in the sea. There's something else engraved in this stone here with Amali on it. Looking at some more rock formations in the sea. Here at Tank Bay. We're now headed towards Bathsheba. Mali Ashanti Marriage, March 27, 2004 to May 1st, 2020. The memory of a beloved son, brother, friend, fisherman, diver, surfer, and trumpeter. Your life was a blessing. Your memory a treasure. You are loved beyond words. You are missed beyond measure. Taken from our lives, but not our hearts. Gone fishing. Do a married marriage look like? Some more rock formations in the sea. Another bench engraved with Amali's name on it. Amali's name engraved on it. Looking towards the St. John side, towards Tank Bay, and looking towards to Bathsheba and St. Andrew side. North. This is looking northwards, and this is southwards. Back to the train line. All here is where the train used to travel back in its day when we had trains in Barbados. As I said before, the train started from 1883 to 1937. It was in 1937 that they had riots here in Barbados. All the train line. We are now heading towards Bathsheba. More rock formations in the sea. More rock formations in the sea. Right. All the train line. The tracks have been removed, but they still have the line of the train used to travel back in its day. Now we reach Bathsheba, St. Joseph. So we now come off the sand for a moment and go on the roadside. Now reach Bathsheba. This is leading back to Beach Mount Hill in Bathsheba. Now come off the sea a little bit. Now on the roadside. This is the famous Parlor Rock here in the middle of the sea at Bathsheba. This is Uncle Joe's Seaside Bar and Grill. I look back at the Beach Mount Hill. This is the hill that leads into Bathsheba. And this is Uncle Joe's Seaside Bar and Grill, established in 2019. That's the Bathsheba. You can see some guest houses here. These are all guest houses. This is the washroom facility here. The guest houses are for those who don't want us, who visiting Barbados, that don't want to stay at a hotel, can stay at one of the guest houses, or those who are Barbadian but that want to spend a weekend or a week away from home can also stand at one of those guest houses. Here's the famous rock, the Parlor Rock, or the Goat Head at Bathsheba. Looking back towards Tent Bay again. Looking southeast towards Tent Bay. And looking northeast towards Soup Bowl and Cattle Wash. And into the Parish also. This is the famous Parlor Rock. And this is the back here of the washroom facility, and the restaurant is the front. So a lot of people do surfing down here and swimming, even though it's not fit for swimming. People still do swimming here and surfing. I don't know if they still have, but they used to have lots of surfing competitions down here back in the day, especially back in the 80s. The sign says be beach smart. The sign is red flag, no swimming. Yellow, caution, swimming conditions risky. Yeah, guys. The tides out, swimming conditions out here are very risky. The tides are very high often. The tides are often high. So it becomes risky. So the sign says be beach smart. Looking at the Parlor Rocks, about a tech there. Looking back at the Beach Mount Hill, where you can see where the old Bathsheba Community Center was, and some more guest houses. Back to Bathsheba Road. This is the Kina apartment. And some more guest houses here. Some more guest houses here. Some more fishing going on. Looking back towards, you got some already houses up here. Looking back towards the Pile of Rocks. That's the foot of the goat head. The goat's head. And this is, and you can see some more rock formations in the sea. And this is the rough, rugged exposed here. Yeah. That's good. We are now coming up to St. Ayden's Anglican Church, which was established in 1909. The first church was on the other side, below Cleaver's Hill, known as the Chapel Hill. That was where St. Ayden's Church was. And then it went somewhere else, I think Beachmont Hill. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then it moved to this location afterwards. St. Ayden's was the sister church of St. Joseph Parish Church, which is situated down Horace Hill, heading towards Bathsheba. But it was forced to close because of the landslides. In 2011, it was forced to close. In June of 2011, it was forced to close because of the landslide that was occurring in the area. The Scotland district is filled with landslides, especially in St. Andrew. St. Andrew and St. Joseph have lots of landslides. So St. Joseph Parish Church had to close. So all the members of St. Joseph and St. Ayden now have to worship here at St. Ayden's Anglican Church, situated at Bathsheba in St. Joseph. They now have two services, one at 7:30 and one at 10 a.m. Sunday school is at 9 a.m. St. Ayden's Anglican Church. And this is the old Bonita Bar and Restaurant. Old Bonita Bar and Restaurant here. Here's a track that takes you back to the soup bowl. Here are some more rock formations in the sea. Looking back at St. Ayden's Anglican Church, and back to Beachmont Hill, and back to Kent Bay. So St. Ayden's is the chapel for St. Joseph Parish Church. But sadly, St. Joseph Parish Church is no more. So all the members of St. Joseph and St. Ayden have to worship here. This is like a washroom. I think this was a washroom facility, but it's now an abandoned building. No approaching the hill. This is all Bathsheba, St. Joseph. Set it down in that. Looking back down again. And this house is called Dennis Money. Now at the bottom of Cleaver's Hill. This hill takes you by the St. Elizabeth. Here again, a better view of Bathsheba. You can see Tent Bay, Beachmount Hill, St. Ayden's Church, Cleaver's Hill, Chapel Hill, where the St. Ayden's Chapel used to be. Up here, somewhere out here. Looking back at the Soup Bowl. And back to Chalky Mount in St. Andrew and the Sleeping Giant. So thank you guys for watching. And have a blessed evening.